Hey guys, Jesse from Fulla Strength and Conditioning here with tip number 36 of my 90 fitness tips in 90 days. Today's tip is very simple. I want you to think about how many snacks you're currently having in your day. So this is a bit of a topic. I was having a discussion with a couple of clients yesterday, in terms of having a bit of a mini assessment, just chatting about, where we currently are, where the goals are, and where we currently sit. And we just got talking about sort of, how many meals they were having and snacks as well. So snacks, they're not essential. So that's the first thing. I want you to think that you don't have to have a snack. Basically, you don't have to. You can. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's just a matter of figuring out how many snacks you're having in conjunction with the actual bigger meals that you're having. So let's just say, for example, someone's having 3 big meals. So let's just say, for example's sake, they're having a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, and then they're having a snack here, and then a snack here. Depending on the size, that could be 6 meals. Okay, depending on the size and also the calorie content, that could possibly be 6 meals. And it all comes back down to, once again, guys, calories in versus calories out. So I was actually going to do a post saying there's no good foods and there's no bad foods. There's just different types of foods, which obviously that's the case. Every food has got a different breakdown of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. But you can't really group a food as a good or a bad food. It really comes down to your specific goals. So this food group might be really good for person X, but not so good for person Y, and vice versa on the other side of the coin. So if you're listening to this and you're not sort of sure why you're not getting results, if maybe you think, yeah, I'm hitting my targets, I'm eating well, I'm eating my 3 meals plus my 2 snacks, but I'm not seeing the weight loss, then more than likely you're eating too much or possibly the wrong type of foods. So snacks is a very easy way for you to identify what to sort of reduce or eliminate out of your day to start to see more progress. So you don't have to make wholesale changes, and this is something that a lot of people do. They don't see results, and then they try and flip everything on its head and hope for a different result, which may or may not happen. But let's just say you've seen some results. You've gone from here. Let's say we've gone from this weight here. We've come down. Then you've got a bit of a plateau. You've just stopped seeing results. If you haven't changed the frequency or the number of meals you're having on a day-to-day basis, then look at the little things in between, the things like the snacks, the nuts, the fruits. Maybe it's a chocolate bar. Maybe it is a protein bar or an energy bar, something along those lines. Have a look at them and just see if it's actually getting you closer to your goals, and read the labels. So the labels, if you're not sure how to read them, I'm going to quickly break it down for you. I don't have any, actually, I'll just use my packet of chewing gum here, extra chewing gum. On the back of each food, there will be one of these. I hope you can see that clearly. This is an ingredients list. And what you need to do is you identify what the main nutrient is in your food. So let's just say, I want you to imagine this isn't a packet of chewing gum. Let's say it's a protein bar or an energy bar. The protein or the bar itself is 40 grams. Let's say in this 40 grams we have 25 grams of carbohydrates. We have 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat. This protein bar would be classed as a carbohydrate, as there are more carbohydrates than there are of protein or fats. All right? And if that's a snack and you're perceiving it to be a protein source and it's containing more carbohydrates than the actual protein, then it's not really aligned to your goals. If you're having it for the purpose of increasing your protein intake, then you need to look at a different source. You need to look at a different option that's actually going to dominate in having protein rather than having more carbs than protein. Okay, so Snacks, this is a way where calories can start to creep up, and also food choices maybe go askew a little bit. So that's where, we get those afternoon cravings, and we go for these chocolate bars, and we go for these sweets, or maybe we just have a glass of milk just to fill us up. So the snacking, it's not essential, guys. You need to look at what you're currently intaking, what's actually going in. Do you feel hungry? Do you feel thirsty? Or are you having it just because you're bored? Okay, so those are the 3 questions you need to ask yourself. If you are not seeing the results you want, have a look at the big picture. How many meals am I having? In between those meals, how many snacks am I having? If it's 1, 2, 3, more or less, figure out how many it is, and then have a bit of a breakdown. Have a bit of a review. What am I eating? Is it nuts? Is it an energy bar? Is it a liquid? Is it a protein shake? Is it a smoothie? What is it? Because all of these things add up to that calorie quota for the day, and if we have too many calories, we're going to gain weight. If we have too few calories, or if we burn more than we actually take in, we're going to lose weight. So to cut a long-winded story short, look at how many snacks you're having per day, guys. If you're not seeing results, you may be eating the wrong foods at the wrong time or in the wrong source. Okay, that's it. Have a look at your snacks. Snacks can help, but they can also hinder your progress if you don't keep them in check. Okay, until tomorrow, guys, be careful of your snacks. Bye-bye.